even know what to say because I'm so over these men.
You guys, I really don't know how to choose the men I go out on dates with.
That is why you fail.
Guys, welcome back to another video of single mothers, as we have this tragical intro of a woman just crying because life is hard, etc. We can point at many things, but we can just sum it all up in saying that life is hard because she doesn't have a husband, right? Because families are not meant to be raised by one person. And I like that I created this channel because I think that in society there's just a lack of masculinity, both in men and women. In men, a lot of men are simps, a lot of men are just straight up confused, or they didn't have a parental figure to guide them through life, or, you know, they're just confused in the dating scene and everything. And in women, guys, they just, most often than not, they lack a parental figure to set boundaries, which results in them picking the bad boys. And also, they just, you know, we have this whole movement of womanism trying to get rid of the father and of men in all aspects. They, you know, trying to get rid of their power, of their guidance, of their ability to set boundaries, of their strengths, and trying to make them into weak, docile puppies. But now let's get started, guys, with this episode of Single Mothers, and leave me your thoughts down below.
You guys, I really don't know how to choose the men I go out on dates with because they always end up coming at me, criticizing me, or like, I don't know. So remember how I said I went on a date like a couple of days ago? Well, it was obviously our first date and we were discussing our points of views.
Alright, before she continues, now I can already tell she doesn't have a father figure around. First off, because she mentioned that she doesn't know how to pick men. Of course, that is a huge red flag. And second off, because she casually mentions how the other day she had this one date. When I just need those few words to know that all her life up until now has been multiple dates with multiple men who haven't lasted for more than 2 weeks with her. You know what I mean, guys? It's really easy to tell. These women, they just jump from one relationship to another, changing them every month, every year. They have a dozen different boyfriends and different relationships and different situationships, and they do that for 15 years, not being able to secure the commitment. And then at 30 they wonder why they are single and why they can't pick good men, when literally their whole dating history has been nothing but failures
In certain stuff or whatever. I don't want to get into like what we spoke about, but one of the things was whether a female and a dude can be friends. I said yes, I believe a guy and a female can be friends.
Absolutely not, guys. Now leave me your thoughts down in the comments, but I think that absolutely not. There will always be this tension because we are, you know, instinctively programmed to like the other gender. Now, of course, that doesn't mean that you can be friends with your, I don't know, with your friend, you know, who's the opposite gender, who you know from 5 years, 5 years old, I mean. But it's a different thing. It's just in that case where you have really old friends, you just understand that it's not going to go anywhere, or you set your boundaries, you know what I mean? But you have to set them because otherwise you just like them, right? if your friend who is the opposite gender is attractive and pleasant, you're always gonna think of him as a possibility. You're always gonna, you know, have him in your mind. So you have to set boundaries in order to have friends who just stay at friends. So do I think it's practically possible? Yes. I don't think that if you are married you should not have one single friend of the opposite gender, but I think that you have to set boundaries all the time, and, you know, actively work on not feeling attracted to other people, even if they're your friends.
He thought otherwise, right? Now, I have a bad habit of when I'm getting my point across, I start and then midway I'm like, because I don't know how to really express myself, I just be like, I don't know, right? And I did that multiple times during our date. Also, I guess it's because like I need to expand my vocabulary, and maybe that's why I don't know how to express myself. But also, in my head, I'm like, why?
At least, guys, even though her vocabulary is not that rich, at least she doesn't say the word like every 2 seconds, you know, guys, like other women we see on the channel. So, you know, thank God for little favors.
Why am I gonna waste my breath? And this is why I don't like toxic and why I don't like arguing, because it's like, why am I gonna waste my breath trying to explain my side or whatever when I'm not gonna change his mind? Which I know a discussion isn't to like change the other person's, you know, opinion or point of view. It's just to kind of, you know, like see the other side. But I don't know, like I just can't do it. Like I can't, like I just don't, I don't know. And so now my goal is to start reading more and expand my vocabulary, because the dude kept on saying, like after I did it, like, you know, after he got comfortable with me and we were with each other for like a while, he was like, it's so cute when you think. Something about that, right? Because like whenever I would be like, I don't know, and he was like, oh, it's so cute trying to make you think. I don't know, calling me stupid. And I'm like, you're such an asshole, right? Because like, I don't know, like he just said it, like the way he said it was just like I'm stupid. And he was like, no, like I'm saying it's cute. Like it's cute that I'm stupid. Like it's cute that I can't express myself.
Bro, he literally told you that you're cute and not stupid, and you take it the other way. I don't know, man, like, so easy talking with men. They just tell you the truth, and if he wanted to tell you that you're stupid, he will. But guys, that point aside, I don't think this woman needs to focus on her vocabulary so much. She needs to focus on just not dating 100 different men every year, you know. And a lot of people in society will see that and will say, ah, how cute, she's in that age where she gets to meet people and all those things. Yeah, that age certainly exists, but I'm more on the spectrum of, you know, just setting boundaries and having rules and just thinking about the future, man. I don't think that you should be thinking about the future like all the time, where you actually miss the present and you're anxious all the time. But we've taken it to the other extreme where we never think about the future, especially women, you know. Like, picture this woman right here. Do you think that she's thinking about how she's gonna have a family and have a man and how to pick him, or, you know, how to differentiate between good and bad men? No, she's just living her life YOLO, just meeting multiple men, thinking about the validation, thinking about the attention, thinking about how to spend her days not feeling alone, because women have that, I'm gonna call it privilege, even though it works against them, but they have that privilege that they can be with someone all the time. And this is one of the reasons why men also think more about the future, because they spend a lot of time alone, right? They don't have the possibility to be with a person all the time. So, you know, they think more about the future. But women, guys, they just have this endless, you know, supply of men who want to be with them, date them, bang them, etc. And they just want that. They just want a companion that suits them and suits their needs and feels comfortable, you know. Now, when I'm young, I want someone who will call me pretty all the time, who will make me feel validated, who will invite me to dinners, who will, I don't know, bring the spark and all that bullcrap. And then when they get to 30 and they don't get to be with Chad, then they think, now I need a provider. And they expect that husband who they're gonna spend their life with to drop from the sky. And they expect to build all the, you know, the skill set, the abilities that it takes to keep a family strong and stable. They expect to get that in one day. And it just doesn't work that way. You know, and I perfectly understand that, you know, there is a certain age to get to know yourself, to get to know other people, your preferences, etc. But that should not come at the expense of missing your future with a stable family. You know what I mean, guys? Do you agree with me? But now let's continue with our last woman for today.
Express me.
I don't even know what to say because I'm so over these men. Like,
yeah, this is how you end when you spend all your early years, you know, living life, meeting people, you know, finding the companion that suits you best. It's how you end, close to 30 and single, and making a TikTok at 2 a.m. ranting about men.
Like, you're at a bar, right? You're at a good bar. It's a fun bar. It's a dancey bar. And then some dude comes up to you and they don't even ask. They don't even say hello. They just, their arms around you like this, right? They're putting their arm around your waist. Like, I'm over it. Don't touch me without asking. At least doing a vibe check. Like, I'm over it. I'm over it. Learn how to talk to a woman. What do you know how to do it? None of you motherfuckers know how to do it.
There's the cut, guys. Now, I understand this woman. In fact, I defend her point. I hate it when men do that. Just don't do it. If you have a self-respect as a man, don't throw yourself like a simp at these women, right? Don't be invasive. I absolutely agree. But I also have some understanding as to why that happens, and that is because it just works with a lot of women. You know, women have become so easy nowadays that a lot of men just, not men with self-respect, but simps, they throw themselves at women over and over, and eventually they get it, right? Like, I've seen simps text to a woman 3 years, she doesn't pay them attention, never, but that one time they feel single and bored, you know, the option D comes along, and they go and sleep with the guy, right? So, no reason to do that behavior as a man and to be so pathetic, but at the same time, you know, all the women, if you don't do this behavior, lady in the video, all the women are ruining it for you because they do this behavior. You know, they accept this male behavior, they like it when men give them attention, even if it's in that form. I can assure you guys, like, yes, sometimes they're creeped out, but there are a lot of women out there that literally like it. And they brag about it, about how men, you know, chase them around, etc. If all these men stopped, you know, giving them this attention, they will be pissed, right?
I'm over these. You got a bowl of cereal? And I'm ready for this one. Oh shit, that's a lot of cereal. I got a little drunk tonight, but you know what? This is the best night I've had with friends in months. I don't even have a spoon. Am I really about to use this? Where did all my spoons go? Forget it. The point is, a good night, but at the same time,
so the point of this video is, who the hell eats cereal without milk? You know, guys, but that will be the video for today. Kind of a short one, but I spent most of the time talking. So tell me, what are your thoughts? How do you view dating, and what do you think will become of all of these guys? Because we see the statistics are there. A lot of men are staying single, mostly by choice. A lot of women are staying single, mostly without them willing to. You know, but that's what's happening. So we're probably the last generation that had, you know, so many households with both a father and a mother. The new generation, man, they're just gonna, most kids in the class are not gonna have one of the two parents. and one of the two parents is gonna miss is in most of the cases the father. So you can see what will happen with a society that is rid of the masculinity and of the paternal figure. But thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.